Welcome back to the Baron's Chest and another episode of If They Didn't Exist, Then Who Were They? Tonight's suspect, William Shakespeare. First, what do we actually know? There was a real man named William Shakespeare of Stratford upon Avon. We have his baptism record from 1564, his marriage license to Anne Hathaway, records of his children's baptisms, lawsuits, tax records, property deals, and his will. In London, the name William Shakespeare appears on the title pages of plays and poems during his lifetime, and fellow actors Hemingway and Condell later published the first folio calling him their friend and fellow, while Ben Jonson praises him as the writer of those very plays. Recent research even suggests Anne may have lived with him in London for a time, tying the Stratford man even more tightly to the working playwright in the city. So why do some people say he didn't exist as an author? The doubts really kick off in the 19th century, when Romantic-era readers decided a glover's son with a grammar school education couldn't possibly have written such genius work. They disliked how ordinary the documents are: bills, loans, property. So they went hunting for a more glamorous author, a noble, a philosopher, a secret genius in disguise. That's where the big alternate candidates come in. The most popular is Edward de Vere, 17th Earl of Oxford, whose supporters, the Oxfordians, argue that an aristocrat with court experience must have written the plays and used Shakespeare as a front. Others champion Francis Bacon, the philosopher and statesman, claiming coded messages in the plays prove he was the real author. A few even suggest Christopher Marlowe faked his death and kept writing as Shakespeare. The problem? There's no contemporary documentary evidence tying any of them to the plays. No title pages, no eyewitness testimony, no payments, while there's a steady paper trail linking the works to the man from Stratford. So if Shakespeare didn't exist as an author, then someone with his exact name, exact dates, exact colleagues, and exact reputation had to exist in his place, and somehow left less evidence than the guy we already have. Most scholars shrug and say, the simplest answer wins. A working actor shareholder named William Shakespeare wrote the plays that bear his name, but the doubts keep the mystery alive and give us delicious questions to ask.